Scroll through the internet for a few minutes, and you will find a massive library of homesteading fantasies. This hyper-idealized aesthetic is filled with pristine off-grid cabins, instant gardening success, and utopian promises completely detached from physical reality. The actual physical process of developing raw land is punishing. Untested surface water carries dangerous pathogens. A single unexpected storm can wipe out an entire year of crop planting. And inviting the public onto it without proper sanitation or insurance is a massive legal liability. Freedom's Purchase Ranch is a family-led blueprint currently in development. They are planning robust veteran-serving infrastructure, rich botanical storytelling, and an elaborate Gothic Victorian event venue. Maintaining discipline in a project of this scale is a constant challenge. With ambitions this large, the temptation to sell the dream before foundations are poured is high. Preventing these plans from degrading into fake internet hype requires an entirely different approach to documentation. Freedom's Purchase Ranch treats resilience as a documentation pipeline. In this system, undeniable physical evidence always outranks public claims. The first phase of this pipeline follows a simple rule: the land teaches. Before any permanent building occurs, there is a mandatory period of observation to see how water, soil, and seasons actually behave on the site. This requires strict physical boundaries. Captured rainwater, for example, is explicitly labeled as non-potable. It remains completely separate from drinking water supplies until it passes rigorous testing and treatment. To capture these raw field realities, they use a documentation system called TrailLens. If a water tank overflows during a heavy storm, TrailLens captures the exact runoff path, so the hazard is recorded rather than ignored. That same honesty applies to botanical storytelling through the Flame Tree Journal protocol. This journal tracks the daily struggles, light needs, and slow growth of a young seedling. It documents the journey of a bonsai candidate without claiming the plant is a guaranteed success. This diagram shows how the process moves from the field to the desk. All chaotic field observations filter into a local coordination layer known as Gary. Gary organizes this raw data into source packs, sorting it into actionable checklists and marking safety blockers. Gary highlights safety risks but cannot make final calls. The system creates a bottleneck where automated data stops, requiring human approval against strict health protocols. Raw field observations only become useful once they are structured around strict safety and privacy boundaries. Once the data is organized, it is sent to NotebookLM, the explanation and listening layer. NotebookLM is strictly limited. It is only fed Gary's pre-organized, localized source packs. NotebookLM operates under strict negative prompts to prevent hallucinations. It is explicitly forbidden from claiming the venue is actively booking events or stating that the public has current access to the land. This visual filter demonstrates how the system keeps the AI bounded. NotebookLM acts exclusively as a generator of public-safe updates, stripping away private family data and outputting a clean stream of verified evidence. Human review remains the ultimate gatekeeper. Every piece of content must pass this final check before it ever goes public. In a true resilience pipeline, artificial intelligence is utilized exclusively to protect the truth, never to generate hype. The ultimate output of Freedom's Purchase Ranch is an open-source truth engine. Every verified source pack contributes to a blueprint meant for other projects to replicate. This rigorous documentation system enables a massive creative payoff without misleading the public. We see this in Chloe's Thorn and Lantern, a future venue concept nested inside the larger FPR blueprint. This concept map outlines the ambitious aesthetic scale of the future Gothic Victorian venue. It features intricate designs like an ornate stained glass pavilion, dark stained wood architecture, and an open-air pergola kitchen. As these layout documents show, the concept includes precise operational planning. It maps out a moonlit ceremony circle, detailed tiered seating, and specific expectations for deep crimson and ivory floral styling. Because the FPR doctrine demands that these ideas be clearly labeled as planned future concepts, audiences and donors can safely invest their emotional support without fear of falling for a scam. True resilience requires patience, honest documentation, and strict boundaries to build a future that the public can actually trust.